Alright folks, we are working on the Franklin. We're going to try to get the tire done. Waiting on the tube. It should be here in a little bit, but we're working on bearings. I'll check everything out, make sure it's safe to move and drive here. You can see the suspension a little better. Oh, and this is a 27, no brakes on the front. I was wrong on the year. Didn't have the paperwork yet, so just going by what the guy said. But he was wrong and I was wrong too. So here is the spring suspension. As you can see, there's no control rods or anything that keeps this thing from twisting back and forth. And they said that they would move. So here's the wood. That's wood below there. So you can still see paint on the inner fender well coming off. There's the shocks. Probably had a strap in it. Yeah, had a strap in it, and the strap's right here is broke. So that's normal for all this old stuff. Everything looks pretty good. It's nice and oily under here. As you can see the frame. And that frame's going to be made out of ash. I think all of them are. And I think it's laminated is what I read. So, anyway, which would laminate would be like plywood. Stacked together and glued. Hey Noah. Yeah. You know what the biggest mistake I made on the first start on this car? What? Filming it. How? Well, because I got so much flack over it. I got more over this than any car I've ever started. Probably. So about the starter and about how I didn't know what I was doing, and I should have left it for a real mechanic, and you just wouldn't believe all the wonderful comments I got. I guess I need to start making them not reality. Fake it. In other words, do like they do on TV and just pretend like we threw a battery in it and cranked over 5 rotations and started up. And or we done some kind of magic on it to make it automatically fire up for after it's been sitting in the garage for 70 years. So, bunch of know-it-alls. Alright, for everybody that's wondering how these rockers get oiled, this is how. And then you've got a piece of something here, and keep it oiled up good, and that'll keep the oil vapors in there. And then this slips down in here. It's got a mount for the oil can. That's the right side. So anyway, for everybody that's wondering about that, and you know, wondering about engines without oil pressure to the rockers or any oil, let alone pressure, but that's how they done it. And the Chevrolets were the same way. That was one of the good things about a flathead. Didn't have that issue. We'll get her all oiled up and get them valve covers back on it. All right, folks, we got another tire on and got our bearing tightened up. Wheels in good shape. This one's ready to roll. Now we're going to take the other one apart. I like the valve stems better in these. Them other tubes had a shorter valve stem, and I had to put an extension on it, so I just don't like it. So we're going to take the other one apart and go ahead and change the tube in it also, because I bought two. I bought an extra. And also something we're going to have to do very soon in the future. Let me see which wheel it is. Okay, it's not this one. If you see where your split is in your rim, it lines up with a lock. That's normal. You see a split in the rim is not lined up with a lock. Okay, and what that means is this bolt is not going through where the lock's at. So that means if you was to overpower this wheel much at all, it's going to slip because there's no bolt going through the lock piece, and it's going to rip your valve stem off. So what we may do, just temporary, is take this wheel back off, flip it over, it'll be a black wall out, but that'll put our bolt where it needs to be right here, and that'll keep our rim from spinning inside. And then we'll still have to break it down and change it later. Either way, so somebody just put it on backwards, put the rim on, you know, the wrong way. Okay, folks, we've got the other tire back off and then back on, straightened out. I like it much better. I'm happier with it. So now it's time to get some gas, so I don't have any, and hook up the throttle inside. I did put the cover on. No, I haven't put new plug wires on it. We're going to do that soon. And that's another thing too, you know, people was talking crap about the plug wires. I've seen people run with barbed wire, and at least these got a little insulation on them. So we still got issues, but it's running pretty good. It's running good enough. I think we can move it. Pretty loud. Still got some blow by, which after sitting that long, them rings aren't seated, so it's going to take some heating up, cooling off, for that to ever seat. And if they don't seat, then you pull the cylinders off, put a set of rings in. So it's wore out, you bore it and sleeve it, and then do it. Jumping on one cylinder. So I got new spark plugs for it, we just haven't put them in yet. Alright, let's get in and see if it'll move. Firing the muffler.
It's coming out from right here.
Out that pipe?
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be before that, right after that muffler somewhere in there.
Yeah, but there's a big hole in the side of the muffler right here.
Yeah.
It's smoking pretty bad out of it.
More out this tip though.
Yeah, we'll just gotta keep an eye on it. Maybe spray it with some water or something. Brakes seem to work pretty good. I'm surprised. I don't know how they'd work doing 55 mile an hour down the road, but doing 5 mile an hour down the driveway, they seem to work. It was a good starter, wasn't it?
It was. Started for many years.
Well, I don't know. It didn't start for quite a few years. It sit around.
Yeah. Took a break.
Anyway, don't cry, Noah. It's okay.
I won't.
It's just a starter.
I know.
It's alright. It's just a starter.
Will you give me a minute, please?
It's just a starter, Noah.
Just give me a minute.
Alright. Okay, folks. We got the drive it anyway. So now we're going to do the plug wires, the plugs. We're going to make an adapter and do a compression test and see what cylinder, where cylinders are low. I think I got a valve issue on the exhaust valve, but we'll get it figured out. We'll see if we can get it running better and decent, and then we'll be able to drive it down the road then. So, all right, appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye.
Bye.
All right, getting ready to see if it's gonna move or not. Trying to pick up on that other cylinder.
Yeah.
Here, that's every time it hits, it's jumping that 6 cylinder in.